Hi, it's Karen from the Reading Corner. Today we're going to talk about phonemic awareness. And basically, if you think about it simple, phonemic awareness is the sounds you hear, and phonics are the letters that represent the sounds. So in this activity, this is a compound task mat, which means that we're looking at compound words like water, melon, bath, tub. Before we go into the activity, I want to just kind of talk really quickly about an example of phonemic awareness and phonics. So if we're looking at CVC words, consonant, vowel, consonant, a phonemic awareness activity would be if I just said, what word does these letters make? K, a, t. And notice I put a pause between them. What a child's having to do is they're hearing those sounds, they're keeping those three sounds in their short-term memory, they're having to pull up the letters to make that word, and then they're having to say the word. It's a very complex thing. So if we teach them early and just start playing these word games with them early, it comes very naturally. If you don't have phonemic awareness, which is the biggest predecessor of success in reading, that's where you see kids in first, second, third grade start to struggle because they're not able to sound out multisyllabic words or words with blends and digraphs and all that crazy stuff. They're not able to sound those words out and put them back together. So that's where that gap starts to happen. The difference between phonemic awareness in that situation and phonics is if I had the object or I had the letters and I'm going to say this is a C-A-T. It's K-A-T. What's that word? Cat. So now I'm giving them a visual cue, which means I'm giving them the phonics. I'm giving that to them. We talked about the different levels of phonemic awareness, the different stages. The compound words are the ones we start with first because they're easier to take chunks of words. Bath, tub, and put that together. Then we go on to onset and rhyme, then we go on to syllables, and then we go on to CVC. The way we do this activity is basically like I've talked about other activities, is I want to first teach the vocabulary. You might say the word airplane or starfish, but your child doesn't know what a starfish is. So it's okay to go ahead and go through them really quickly. And you can play this really quick. This is one of those warm-up activities. A lot of times my teachers, if they're taking the kids out to lunch or out to recess, they will, as the kids are going to recess, they say this word, bath, tub, and they go out. Say rainbow, and they go out. So it's just giving them like that quick practice. So basically all you're going to do is you're going to say, point to the water, melon, point to the football, and your child's going to point to them. The reason I added these is because with all of our curriculum, I really like to add literacy and math together. I don't have a lot of time. I know kids don't want to sit for 15 minutes. They have like a 5-minute attention span. So if we can add some math with our literacy and get as much bang for our buck, that's great. So basically what I did with these is I put these down at the bottom so that you can cut those out. And now you make it a multi-step activity. So you're going to say, put the orange rectangle on the water melon. So now, not only are they learning the phonemic awareness, they're learning colors, and they're doing a multi-step listening activity, which is really great because they're having to listen to those 2 steps that I'm telling them to use and do the activity. So it's a really simple activity. I wish I had more ways of doing that. In the early preschool, the objects are colored already. In the preschool, I left them blank just so you can add another step and say, can you color the water melon pink? And now they're putting some more color recognition in there. If you want some more ways of doing this activity, make sure you watch our instructional video where I'll just kind of unpack all the different ways of doing it, and then you can work on it with your child. So make sure you have that activity ready in front of your child before you move on to the instructional. So thanks for joining me.